Ladies and gentlemen, Six Fig Stock Trader here from YouTube. In today's video, we're going to be talking about CKB on a super micro level. So let's get into this. So welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. We're looking at CKB, like I said, on a micro scale. And where is this thing going to go? Well, let's just see what's happened. When we look at the video I dropped last night, I was kind of talking about how CKB was due for a little bit of a bounce back. We got a halfway decent bounce back, but it hasn't really held the best. Now, CKB really is at a pivotal point right now. I do think that there is a chance we might see a buying effort here with CKB in some sort of Elliott wave theory fashion like this. But there's also the chance that we might be seeing some sort of head and shoulders pattern or something else that could strip this chart down. So let's really look at the difference between these two possibilities and what may or may not happen. So we're on the 30-minute chart. Like I said, we're looking at this on a micro scale. What exactly is going on? Well, we did have some very nice Elliott wave theory to the upside, and now we've got a retracement, an ABC retracement, folks. Now, the biggest thing is this going to really form into an ABCDE retracement? That's the million-dollar question. And I do think that whatever it chooses to do, this thing is getting ready to move back to the upside soon. Here's why. When we throw up this little Fibonacci retracement chart, we can see that price action is really stacking on the 61.8. So if this does fail, it's down to this 0.011492-ish cent level. But that will become the 786, a very popular place to turn around. Now, if we really just kind of look at this thing on like a 5-minute chart, you can kind of see where I'm talking about here. This thing is stacked up on the 61.8. Almost looks like we've got a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders possibly forming. This is definitely a corrective wave. No questions about that. So I would say that we are going to see price action possibly test this 0.011688 and 0.011826-ish level before this thing starts moving again. If you see this thing really trading below 0.011, I don't know, 25, you might have some issues here. But for now, we are hoping that the news around the world is kind of cooled off a little bit, that maybe we can pull off some sort of move to the upside and get us back up at least to almost maybe a penny and a half, 0.014, somewhere in there. So to the upside, let's just look and see what we're kind of dealing with here. I could definitely see this next wave maybe coming up to around the 61.8 if we do get it. Yeah, I could see that happening. And definitely maybe if we do get a third 4 to 5 wave out of this, that might stretch up to this 200%, right about this 0.01378-ish level, 0.01371-ish level. So I do think that there is a possibility here to really get some motion going. But like I said, this is more of a micro scale. So moves like this are a lot more sensitive to the market conditions, meaning they won't always play out the way you think they might. It just is what it is. Until we really break this downward trend, unfortunately, we will continue in it. I mean, you could almost make the argument that there might even be some sort of head and shoulders pattern somewhere in here. You can see the neckline very clearly. It is what it is. Again, let's just look at this daily chart. I know I covered this a lot in last night's video. Price action. It's still far away from this cloud. I do think that CKB is gearing up for at least a bounce back more than it has right now. And so that's kind of why I'm thinking that we might see some of that Elliott wave theory, blah, 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 going forward, and maybe come up to test those 0.0135-ish, 0.014-ish levels. So, I mean, it is what it is right now, folks. So, like I said, this is just a micro level look at CKB. Nothing's really changed from yesterday's TA. We just looked at some smaller time frames. So, big shout out to all the Patreons. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a hat, I said this in the last video that I just posted before this. I'm having a bad hair day. Okay, leave me alone. So I had my winter hat on while I was shoveling, and it's 5 below out. Oh, the madness, I tell you. So big shout out to the Patreons once again. $3 a month and get your name, YouTube channel name, or business name up on this banner. We'll see you guys all on the next video.